There we go. All right. What's up, guys? We're trying a different stream today. We're doing live because I shoot raw anyways. So it's like, why not, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna set up my tripod. Hope you guys had a good week. It's now September. It's officially September. So I love September. Best weather in Ontario in September. And yeah, it's just a good time. And we got some more coffee, so that's cool. And you know what? I'm gonna put it on front camera just so I can see myself. There we go. Gang. Let's go. All right, guys. What's up? What is up? What is good? Shit is crazy, man. Shit's crazy. But yeah, we've kind of been talking about this a lot lately, just how it's amazing how when you build momentum, things just start going faster and faster. And then you kind of go, oh my gosh, I didn't realize things could go this fast. I gotta hold on and I gotta double down because we could go even faster. Like, the way that money seems to create actual weight in the universe is so weird. Like, it's super weird. Because I told you guys that I was spending some ad money this month, and so we went in, and it was like your brain just kind of fucking explodes. You're like, oh my gosh, like I was, you picture the money coming in like this, and then it starts going like this, and your nervous system just goes, whoa, like what's happening? And then you start to realize how big the marketplace actually is, and it's like you're literally, whatever impact your business is making in terms of actual dollar revenue, it is a drop in the bucket. And it's like, no wonder anyone can start a business and make revenue. So guys, I think that's one of the biggest thing about getting over your fear of starting a business is that you have to know, you have to understand that it's not about, like, a business failing is not a business doing $0 in revenue, okay? No business will ever do $0 in revenue, okay? So your first assumption that you need to get over is that you will do revenue of some amount, okay? It's just a matter of how much revenue are you gonna actually do. And the big question, is that revenue gonna cover your expenses, okay? And that's all it is. Welcome back. Welcome back to another Daily Coffee. We have coffee today. Coffee's ridiculously expensive, but it's a good social drink, you know what I mean? So whenever you have friends over, whenever you have company over, it's good to have coffee on hand. So yeah. What do you guys want to talk about today? What are we doing today? It's September, okay? So Q4 starts October 1st, okay? September 31st, October 1st. Q4 is very exciting for all e-commerce people, all e-commerce entrepreneurs, because it's holiday season. We know this. So here's what you need to do to get your next product to win. And this is something that I kind of stumbled into. It's similar to inventing, and it's called brand building. I think, guys, I personally think as a marketing major, brands are so valuable. One of the first courses that you take if you're actually going into a marketing major is you take a marketing metrics class. And metrics is really interesting because it's mostly finance, right? Because if you're not financially in the black, okay, if you're not making money, then you get fired as a marketing manager. Okay, you get fired if you do not have a profitable campaign. So at the end of the day, your bottom line finance dollar is still going to be the focus. But what finance people do not value as much, and Steve Jobs has said this. If you go on Netflix and watch Steve, or it's probably on YouTube, watch Steve Jobs' last interview. and it's an interview from like the 90s, but it was the last time he fully kind of sat down before he went all in with Apple. And he was, all this guy is a marketer, okay? He's very creative and very smart, but he is a marketer, okay? He promotes products, he builds an idea in people's minds about products. And what he says is that the worst thing that companies are doing is they're throwing out the marketing executives at the top. And this is a problem because these people understand what's called brand equity. So when you brand build, guys, here's an example. Here's an example of how to make a $10 million business, okay? So what you do is you find a $50 product, okay? A product that you can sell for $50, okay? But it costs you less than $10 to make, okay? So you're marking it up 5 times over. Unless that product is a commodity or it's just a hot, trending, like a winning product, you get one of the two. You get one that will always sell for a certain price, or you can get one that's a hot product that you can mark up quick, okay? Brands will sit in the middle and they will outlast both of these products, okay? Because brands build communities, okay? And brands build a sense of feeling and a sense of belongingness. And that is obviously really important when somebody's spending $50 on a product that they know probably isn't going to cost $50 to make, okay? So, but here's where the crazy part comes in. Let's say you've got your $10 product and it's the winning product, okay? You've been watching all this Amazon drop shipping stuff. You're like, I'm gonna get this $10 product and I'm gonna move it, okay? I'm gonna move it, I'm gonna make $1 million, okay? I'm gonna sell it for $10, 100,000 times. Here's what you do, okay? Put a brand, design a logo for that product, and make it the cool thing. Make your brand all about this product, okay? And you know more about branding than you think because you probably have a personality, okay? You probably have a reputation amongst your friends or your family as you're that guy, whatever it is you are. You're the fitness guy, you're the business guy, you're the guy who really likes American muscle cars. Whatever it is, you're that guy. That's part of your brand, okay? So what you do is make a brand. Let's say you're selling towels. Bro, it could be the most random thing. Let's say you're selling towels and you're like, I'm gonna make the premium towel. I'm going to be the towel, okay? Kleenex dominates the soft tissue market. I'm gonna dominate the towel market. I don't even know any towel brands and I'm gonna keep it that way because that's my competition. Nobody cares about their towels until you came along with a brand, okay? And this was a thing with Endy mattresses and the other mattress in a box companies. Nobody was hyping up mattresses. Nobody was branding and putting their name on a mattress. And so it was like, yeah, I'll get my fucking Serta or something. I'll go to Sleep Country and see what they got. Bro, you now have in your mind the Mercedes of a mattress. You're gonna go to your friend's place and be like, oh yes, we have the Endy mattress. Oh yes, we actually bought Phil's premium towels. Phil's premium towels were $50. So here's the thing. You take your $10 towel product, you put a brand around it, okay? You put it in an influencer's hands, you give it a sexy, cool Instagram, and now you've got your $10 product. Everybody else is selling them for $10. But you're branded and you sell it for $50, okay? All of a sudden, if the average towel company that sells for $10 is worth $1 million, your towel company that sells for $50 is now worth $5 million, okay? And that $4 million in marketing metrics is what we call brand equity, okay? And there's a financial calculation that you can figure out what brand equity is. Can I remember it is the real question. But what you need to do is you can figure out the total value. So you need to figure out the market cap of a certain company. So the market cap is going to be the total amount of shares divided by the amount of revenue. I believe it's revenue, but just look up market cap calculation and book value, okay? Because there's a market to book value, and this is where you can see what brand equity is. So your book value is going to be whatever the company's worth on paper divided by the amount of the amount of stocks that they have outstanding. That will be the book value. The market value is the total outstanding amount of shares times the current market price, okay? So like Apple, for example, let's say Apple has 1 million shares outstanding, okay? And their book value is $10 million, okay? So each share is worth $10. But let's say Apple is trading at $20, okay? There is $10 million there in what's called brand equity. And that's why they say, what are the most valuable brands? If you look on Forbes, you can look at what are the most valuable brands. So guys, here's what the daily coffee of today is gonna be. It's called Stop Drop Shipping, Start Branding Your Products, okay? Branding is unbelievably powerful and it is forever, okay? I know you remember Bionicles from when you were 8 years old, okay? What is a Bionicle? I don't know, but it's a brand. It was kind of like Lego. It might even been a Lego like sub-brand. But Bionicle, you will remember that for the end of time, till the end of time, okay? Whenever a product comes along and it has a brand associated with it and that brand makes you feel a certain way, that will embed itself in your brain, okay? And if you can successfully build a brand over several years, that's when people really start affiliating with the brand themselves. That's when people want to wear t-shirts with your logos on it, okay? Excuse me, that's when people want to share with their friends how cool this brand makes them feel. Because if you're bringing something new to your tribe, you're the shit. And you just before you bring it to them, you need to know that it's valid. And if you bring an unbranded product to people, I would find that really hard to advertise because I'm like, you know what guys, I'm not really sure if this is a winner or not, and I'm not really creating any community around it. I also just think it's a waste of marketing money. If you're spending ad money, if you're marketing to all these people, but you're doing it without a brand and you're just trying to hit and dash, smash and dash, bro, you're leaving so much on the table. I think you are leaving 4 to 5 times repeat business on the table, okay? We know that getting a new customer is way more expensive than re-attaining a current customer. We also know that the best marketing of all time is word of mouth, okay? At the end of the day, you can buy as many ads as you want, you can pay as many influencers as you want. If you don't have actual customers vouching for you, which is what a brand does, because they can say, yes, it's not just a product that I'm identifying with, it's a brand itself, and all these other people fuck with it too. This is the brand I fuck with, okay? So that's what you want to be on when you're making a product itself, okay? When you're making a business, don't be generic. And the other thing too, guys, is you need, as a small business, you need to charge those 4 to 5 times higher prices because you cannot get the economies of scale that Walmart can get to, okay? So you gotta know that going into it. And you have to hold fast for people who may not be as enthusiastic about paying those high prices. They don't understand brands, and that's okay. It's just the way it is. But yeah, I would say build a brand, even if it's around a generic product, and this is called brand building. It's kind of a niche within e-commerce that hasn't grown as much as I think it should, but I'm learning guys that there are people out there who will dedicate their channels to how to build a brand, and they built multiple brands, done it over and over multiple times. For me, I've kind of stuck with a couple of brands and then just expanded my actual product range. So it's like if I'm selling a fitness product and I'm kind of narrowing down on one product, and that product's a winner, I might keep the same brand. I'm not just going to start a new brand. I'm going to keep the same brand but go to a similar product. And that's the beauty of branding too. If you get yourself in a certain space, all of a sudden you're verified in that space. If a company is in fitness already, and they come out with clothing, you're not going to think twice about it because, well, it's a fitness brand. Obviously, they know what they're doing. Bro, why do you trust them? As far as you know, all they know is how to manage a supply chain and choose a product in demand. But you trust them as a brand, so you go in with them, and you're down for that, and it's going to be way easier to build trust and build rapport, build communication with those customers. Okay, here's my final piece, okay? Here's my final piece of advice. What you need to do, what I want you to picture you're doing. Stop thinking about just getting them to the checkout, okay? Start thinking about how you're gonna build an army. You need to build an army of people who will fight for your cause, okay? Whatever it is. And the tip here is the bigger the cause, the bigger the army's gonna be, okay? Fucking, yeah, you gotta, Genghis Khan had a massive army. He was able to inspire people. You need to study great leaders and understand that you need to be the leader behind the brand, even if it's not your face on the brand itself. Whatever the energy is that's pushing that brand forward and putting those posts out, putting those ads out, bringing that energy into the universe, you need to be driven by building an army, okay? And people will like that. People will understand that. They'll see that. They'll be like, yeah, I want to join that community, okay? People desperately want to feel included. So just enable it. And I think that'll be tomorrow's video. This is cool. I like the live. It's a neat kind of experience. I think I'll get more used to it. I also got to stop looking at the camera. I should have flipped it around. But the next Daily Coffee video will be on how to unlock your energy, and that's such a generic term, and like I'm in fitness and they talk about it all the time. Unlock your glutes, unlock your hips, unlock your whatever. The crazy thing that I've learned lately is that you are getting in your own way. You are getting in the way of your own success, okay? Like the weight of your physical body is getting in the way, and it's getting the body to move. That's the suffering that feels like work, but it's what will also set us free, okay? So like, what I mean by that is that there's so much money out there and it's just flowing. It's flowing fucking constantly, okay? And all you have to do, you don't have to be responsible for generating any new money. You don't have to be responsible for receiving any money. All you have to do is look at where this money's coming from, where it's going, who's spending it, what they're spending it on, find the most amount, find the largest amount, where it's going, and just get in the way of it, okay? Fucking park your ass right in the middle of it, whatever it is. I personally would recommend anything to do with real estate, okay? Whether it's management, whether it's financing, whether it's sales, whether it's brokering, okay? If you can help somebody broker a deal, that's great, because you're just using your brain, you're using somebody's money, somebody else's assets, and you're making a perfect marriage, okay? If you can be a unionizer, if you can be somebody a harmonizer who brings people together, you will go very far in life. You will go much farther in life bringing people together than you will just sitting by yourself with a boatload of cash, okay? And people will start to recognize you as that. They'll look at you and be like, oh my God, I met one of my best friends through him. I made that connection through him. I joined that group which got me that job, which gave me that opportunity through him. And you're gonna think, oh my God, I owe them big time. So be that person, okay? Be the glue guy, be the connector, okay? All you're doing, okay? You're not creating anything. You're not creating anything. Stop thinking that. Just take two things, take people and things, and put them together and say, you guys would like each other. Now kiss. And do that, and that will produce a spark. That spark will produce cash flow. That cash flow will produce profit, okay? Like Johnny Woo said, it's a 3-step plan, okay? Get a goal, get a plan, get off your lazy ass. Let's fucking go, boys. Big one tomorrow. It's September. Like, we are throwing down. Like I said in my last video, I got content loaded up on there. My brother just went back to school, so I'm solo dolo for a month till he's on reading week. But that is okay, because we're just, when we are faced with challenges, we overcome it, and then we use that strength to take us farther, okay? So we will welcome these challenges. More money, more problems. I'm so grateful for these problems. Let's go, baby. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope this live works. I'm gonna figure out how to exit out of it here. But yeah, you guys are all beauties. Leave a comment, send me a DM, whatever you want to do. Ask me anything, and I will answer it to the best of my abilities. So thanks so much. Love you. Bye.